concern as far as the status of your wide receiver core and its health going into this week?
No. We'll see how Hollywood does today. Mike will miss this week. He's getting better, but not going to be healthy enough to go. But look forward to those other guys stepping up and playing.
Was Hollywood not practicing? Is that as much precaution as anything?
Correct.
What have you seen from this Rams offense? Maybe that's different than when you guys first faced them.
Yeah, just like I said the first time with Sean, they do a really good job of attacking the defense they're playing. So each game looks a little bit different, truthfully. But Stafford's obviously playing at a high level. They got skill guys. They make you defend everything horizontally and vertically, which is a challenge, and they're running it pretty good. So run game changed a little bit, but they look good.
With Michael Carter, obviously you knew a little bit about him when he got in here. Has there been anything that's been surprising to you, what you've seen, and what kind of progress is he?
Yeah, he's doing well. High football character guy. Loves to practice and play. He's done well, kind of submerging himself into how we do things. And he's honestly been really cool to be around. So we'll see how he does today and see where that goes.
When it comes to Josh and Chris, just how close was that training camp battle between the two of them?
There was a lot of close training camp battles, but look forward to seeing both of those guys play. But they're both really good players for us.
You had talked about the fight of Kaiser and playing a couple snaps with that biceps, and the fact that the first practice was Wednesday, and every day he's been out there in his practice uniform as close as he can to the drills. I mean, what does that say about
Yeah, he
him?
wants to help. He's a team guy, you know what I mean? So, that's why he's a captain, so he doesn't want to miss anything. He wants another opinion, I think, to make sure that he can't play, but just the type of guy he is. But, he's one of our leaders, and he wants to be out there, and, I can't say enough good things about Kay White.
Where do you stand on the rookie wall? Is it a real thing, and how do you help guys get through it?
Ask him. I never had to go through it. Hopefully I would have blasted through it, but I don't know. No, I think that, that's definitely real. I say this, it's not just because of the 17-game season, leading up to their time being here, they haven't really had a break. If you look at it, it's like their training camp at their college, then they play their college season, then they play in a bowl game, then they get ready for the combine, then they get ready for their pro day, then they get drafted, then they have a mini camp, then they have OTAs, then they get a little bit of break, which we keep them a little longer, then they go right into training camp and all these games. Like, if you look at that, that's different from a vet who doesn't have those, there's certain parts of time throughout the year where they get a break, where these guys haven't. So we've done a good job with those guys, and honestly, a lot of our guys are rookies. We've had to pull back because they want to do so much extra, which I understand and I appreciate, but there's a point where it's like you can't be out there for another half hour on your own doing things because you're going to wear yourself out a little bit too. So I think the mental has been really good. They've been able to grasp the game plans, go out and execute. The taking care of their bodies, the physiotherapeutic part of that, I think they've used all the resources that they've had. You can talk to those guys about it. But, yeah, it's real, but I think our guys have done a good job of continuing to not really hit the rookie wall, but a lot of what we talked about is those guys continue to go like that and get a little bit better. So pleased where they're at with that.
Would you prefer to have, I know it's still not here yet, but prefer to have the bye earlier? I know some team can't control, obviously, but is that make it tough?
No, it's just there's positives and negatives wherever you get it, truthfully, Howard.
Kyler said he was anticipating after the loss on Sunday, seeing the response, the reply from guys. What have you seen this week from the team?
Highly competitive week of practice so far, so I'm looking forward to today. I thought our energy, our focus, our effort, attention to detail increased. You always try to make sure that that's getting a little bit better, but I think they've been on it. So have a good 2 days here, Friday, today, and then tomorrow have a good day and go out and let it rip.
We know that Earnhardt was the scout team player this week. What's your feeling about getting to know him and what his role?
He
obviously,
loves to play football. I mean, he does. He loves to come out and play. He's one of those guys that does a bunch of extra, and I've seen him, I know we talked about Dante, kind of singled him out, but he's a guy that when we got here, I felt like he needed some work with both the run and pass game, and he's getting a lot better in both of those. And he's a big guy. I mean, he's a big, strong dude that can run. So he's continued to elevate his game.
Do you anticipate him seeing a regular season snap?
We'll see. Yeah, he's putting himself in a position to get there. I know that.
You mentioned Rams' ability to attack a defense. When someone new is wearing the green dot, do teams or opponents do anything extra, maybe try and stress or test that person?
Certain guy, I don't. Yes, I'm sure. You know what I mean. But Josh has done that for us before a little bit. Not in games, but in preseason and then in practice every day they do that. So I feel extremely comfortable about whatever they give us. And this is a team that gives you tempo too, but I feel good about him getting us in and out of the huddle, getting the calls communicated, the checks communicated, and playing football.
Practice squad guys are out there with the regulars, obviously, but how differently are they, not really treated, but just kind of, how do you look at them differently? What other different things do you do with them to get them ready and get them going?
They meet extra. They're on a little bit of a different plan with that, but I don't treat those guys any different. They're part of the team to me, and they know they got to be ready to play. Some of those guys know that they're going to play leading up to the week. Some of them don't know that until maybe Wednesday or Thursday or Friday sometimes too. So, that's they're treated as roster guys, and they got to know when your number is called, this is your chance to go out and compete and play. So they've done a good job with that.
As an undrafted rookie, Starling Thomas has gotten a significant amount of snaps. What have you seen?
Competitive, he can cover. You know what I mean? He's got some things that he's been working on, but I just like the compete of him, and he can deny the ball.